See if this is working. Hello, hello, hello. I believe it is working. I'm just going to be straight up with y'all. I've been sick legitimately for most of this month, and I am very ill at the moment with a lot of different problems. What does not help me is that the NFL is being played on Christmas Day this year, so I feel a bit obligated to get my predictions out. Where, dead ass, I could have just, waited, but I wanted to get this video out before the Christmas Day games. Also, I did say last week that I would do predictions for the NBA games as well. So, again, I kind of want to do that. But, just so I do not have to go through double the amount of games, what we're going to do, this is a little special edition, a holiday edition, because by the time this is uploaded, it will legitimately be Christmas Day. So, Merry Christmas to all. We're only going to go through the Christmas Day games in the NFL and the NBA. So this is Shooting the Breeze, episode number 55. Now I'm going to make a very fitting comparison now. This is going to be like Jackass. And what I mean by that is Jackass, the TV show that then produced several movies. They would make a full movie. So, for example, they would make Jackass 2. This is the problem. If I start talking for a long period of time, I'm going to start coughing. So, I'm going to try to not have that happen a lot. But, Jackass would make like a full movie. And then they would have so many bonus features that it equaled into another movie in itself. And so, that would be Jackass 2.5. So, this Saturday, might be a little bit earlier. This should be Shooting the Breeze, episode number 55.5, where I give my predictions for the rest of the NFL slate. Because, again, the NFL is being played on almost every day this week. We got a Wednesday game. We got 2 games on Wednesday, 1 game on Thursday, 3 games on Saturday. Being honest with you, probably could have fit a game in on Friday. We got games on Sunday, of course. Now, I looked it up. I'm fairly certain there was a game on Monday. What it is, I don't remember off the top of my head, but there's got to be a Monday game. It would be pretty funny if there wasn't. But we're here for the Christmas Day games in the NFL and NBA. And also, I will provide my prediction for the Thursday night football game that way. Which that is Seahawks at Bears. I'm just going to go with the Seahawks. Go ahead and get that out of the way. So, we're here for NBA, NFL on Christmas Day predictions. Also, I feel this is the best day out of the year to wear this Santa skin on Fall Guys. So, let's go ahead and get this slate done. As the first game, I will be honest with you. I'm going to try my best to watch these games. But with my current condition, can't even really guarantee it. The first game taking place is the San Antonio Spurs at the New York Knicks. I'm going with the Knicks to win this. They have been doing good as of late. The most notable thing about the Spurs was their controversial game on Monday night, which most of the highlights that I saw were not basketball related. So, there's that. I have a bottle of water in front of me that I just now realized is not open, so I thought I'd open it, but it is open. Now I'm taking a sip. So we're now being followed up. So I also want to give credit to FanDuel on Twitter because they made a graphic with all the games and the times. And so that is the order that I'm going off of. And I do not have the times in front of me. And I don't like running down times because I don't like confusing people in time zones and whatnot. So go ahead and warn you all with that. But the first NFL game, the Kansas City Chiefs at the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's very weird because, you would think the NFL favors the Chiefs. And what I'm kind of getting with that is I thought this game would have been at Kansas City, but it's not. And they did have a Christmas game last year in Kansas City. And I've referenced this game a couple of times. It sucked. So this year, I think, will be a little bit better. I know that I've picked against the Chiefs a lot. And again, this is one of those instances where I feel this could be the case, but I also don't really have like one rhyme or reason to where I should be picking the Steelers, so I'm just going to pick the Chiefs. Also, fantasy football season's almost done. I've been eliminated from 2 of my 3 leagues. The one league that I was in the playoffs in that I got eliminated in, I kind of got over it because the person that I was going against had Jordan Love in at quarterback. So I was like, I'd rather my quarterback have a good game than me win a fantasy game. I don't know how many people would think that way, but that's how I thought about it. So I did get eliminated in that league. So I'm in one. I have one league left. So what I'm trying to get at is in that league I have Mahomes at quarterback. So it would benefit me if it didn't have an ass game. So there's that. Next game. Minnesota Timberwolves at the Dallas Mavericks. This should be the Mavericks to win. I'm going to go with the Mavericks. They won in the playoffs. Obviously, both teams made a dramatic change in the offseason. The Timberwolves more so because it was a massive trade involving Julius Randle. And I'm mainly mentioning that now because they've been going through it. They have not been, bro, this guy's struggling. He's doing like the Timberwolves right now. And the fact that it took so long for someone else to qualify before that is actually kind of funny. I'm going with the Mavericks to win. The Mavericks have been on a hot streak. The Timberwolves have been on the complete opposite of that. So I'm going with the Mavericks to win. Also, we'll be intrigued to see if they still play the Anthony Edwards Christmas commercial after Christmas Day, where he's like delivering the Sprite cranberries. Next NFL game will feature Beyonce as the Baltimore Ravens at the Houston Texans. I have not picked against the Ravens this year, and I don't see that changing, so I'm going with the Ravens to win this. Should be a good game. Also, this will be a good testament because these NFL games are on Netflix, and Raw moves to Netflix on January 6th. And the last live event that Netflix had was not the best experience viewing-wise. So this is going to be like a weekly thing. That's the like difference. That was like a one-time thing with that boxing fight where I don't want to say the names of one of the people. So I'm not saying either name. But it should be an interesting experience. Because I also I would say more people probably watch the boxing event because this is on Christmas. And there's 2 games. But who knows? Maybe families want to tune into these NFL games. So that'll be an interesting experiment viewership-wise. The next game for the NBA is the Philadelphia 76ers at the Boston Celtics. If you were asked at the beginning of the season, would have been an interesting matchup now that we're here. Not really, but Sixers should have their main guys there. And maybe this is like a turning point in their season if they're able to win this, considering Boston did just lose to the Orlando Magic. But, that's not really guaranteed to happen. So it's kind of difficult to trust the Sixers right now. So I will go with the Celtics winning. Next game, probably the big game of the day. The Los Angeles Lakers at the Golden State Warriors. This could be an either or, if you want me to be honest with you. I think, team-wise, the Warriors are a better team right now than the Lakers. So I'm going to go with the Warriors to win. As our last game of the day is legitimately a game that just happened on Monday. I did not realize that they're scheduling it this close together. But it's the Denver Nuggets at the Phoenix Suns. And I'll go with the team that won on Monday winning here, and that being the Denver Nuggets. So I'm getting a sip of water again. But I gotta take the lid off. Talking about Lakers and Warriors, because, I'm a wrestling fan. I like fantasy booking. And so, Christmas Day is legitimately the one day out of the year where you can, fantasy book games to take place because they're mainly supposed to be based on rivalries or good matchups. Oh boy, can we get to this golden hoop? We need to get... We couldn't because Stitch got there first. I think that they're doing Lakers and Warriors, that way they get that Curry and LeBron matchup once again. Even though I've kind of thought that LeBron's retiring next year and they could have just waited. Bro, Stitch, did you not get freaking the gold hoop and you should have won already? Oh, well. No way. Did I get that? I think I did. Personally, this is kind of just my opinion. I don't think that they should have done this game this year because, like I said, I think LeBron's retiring next year. They could have done this game next year. But go ahead and get it done with. It's not the biggest deal. But my main issue is I don't like how they're rewarding They're rewarding 2 teams that did not make the playoffs by giving them a Christmas Day. I can't see this gold hoop whatsoever. I fucked up. We got him. They rewarded. Look, I understand with the Spurs. They want Wembanyama to be a big deal. He is a big deal. And so they're giving him a Christmas Day game in MSG. Personally, and again, while I was bringing in the Wrestling Expect and the games that I would have had take place, are they much better? No, but like I can at least give a logic reason to why they're taking place. I would have done Sixers Knicks. They had a great playoff series, and even like a banged up Sixers team. To be fair, the Knicks were banged up as well, but they were banged up, and they got a lot better in the offseason. Let them run it back on Christmas Day in New York would have been a big deal. Pacers Bucks, who neither team have a Christmas game, and the Pacers made the damn conference finals, so to not have a game is pretty crazy. Also realize the Thunder don't have a Christmas game, and they were the number 1 seed, which we'll get to that in a minute. But Pacers Bucks was kind of one of the only like actual rivalries going on in the NBA, so they would have had a chance to settle their beef on Christmas Day, even though I kind of think it has died down a little bit. It's not the biggest deal as it was last year. I would have done Mavericks at Celtics because I liked when they traditionally did the finals rematch, but they mainly did it when it was... I remember Heat Thunder. I always remember that one. And then obviously the famous one is Warriors and Cavaliers. Then I would have done Wolves at Thunder, which I just realized was not the playoff matchup that took place. But it at least rewarded the top 2 seeds in the Western Conference with the Christmas game. And then I would have done Lakers at Nuggets, or even Nuggets at Lakers. Because I know they like giving the Lakers Christmas games at home, even though this year's isn't that. But it's always nice to see the Nuggets beating on the Lakers. Unless you're a Lakers fan, obviously. But it's Christmas Day. Shouldn't be bitter on Christmas Day, so there's that. So trying to get through this game, and then... No way. Okay, that... Perfect timing. Right when I said it, get eliminated. That's kind of on me for not paying attention over there. So, hopefully, you enjoy your Christmas or whatever holiday that you celebrate. Stay safe. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one because I'm out for now. Goodbye.